Welcome back to Aims for the Win. Today we are doing some more funky flowers in my lunch bag sketchbook I made. If you're following along, I made this in the last video. I was inspired by some other YouTubers slash Instagram artists. I will link them down below. If you're new here, if you would take a moment to give a thumbs up and maybe subscribe to the channel. I don't post very often, and it can be completely random what I'm posting, so who knows what you'll see next. Because this book is a bit thick, it doesn't quite lay flat, so I stuck a stack of cardstock under the one side so it's a little bit more flat and even. And here we go. We are going to make some funky flowers. Today I've decided that we are going to collage, which is something I enjoy doing. I need to find some more magazines and newspapers because my supplies are running low. But you can see here I'm finding some flower colors and we're going to make some funky flowers. I still feel like a bit of an amateur when it comes to collaging. I have taken several workshops and dabble in it, but I still feel very beginnerish. Okay, you see here that I missed part of the video. I think my file got corrupt, but these are my flowers in an early stage. I like to use watercolors on top of magazine pages. I really like how the paper absorbs it. It's kind of weird. You should give it a try, but I did that in a couple spots on here. And I honestly recorded this video months ago and I don't remember what's going on. So I'm just going to keep rambling until we get to some place where I can say what's going on. I really like my heat gun. It is fun to dry things so you can keep your momentum going. And this is where my project really starts to pop, because before you could kind of see where everything was, but this is like really turning them into their true funky flowers. Yeah, I'm just adding some little pieces here and there. And I think we're almost done. I don't know, this video is not that long because it's time lapse and I think I deleted stuff. And I don't remember what that says, but I will tell you in a second, maybe. And I did a little research, went back to my photos and zoomed in, and it says nobody has a crystal ball. I'm not really sure why I chose that past little thing to put there. And maybe you could read that on the screen because when I'm editing, it is very small. And now we have a quick transition to another thing I did at the same time as that last video, or that last piece. I made this for Valentine's Day on Valentine's Day. And if you know what the date is today that I'm posting this, I think I'm posting it on like June, I don't know, 14th. Well, I guess I'm just a little late with this one. I am starting this collage with my sketchbook from Sketchbook Revival 2024. It was fitting because that always gets me back into the collage mode. So the pages these are on are kind of like regular paper, so I'm lining them first with another sheet of paper so I don't know, run through on the other side or rip my paper or whatever. I don't know. I have these super old ledger type pages that I'm gluing down first with some Mod Podge. Yeah, let's see where this one goes. I should probably at some point do a sketchbook tour of this book because it has all my Sketchbook Revival 2024 workshops in it that I took, and I was always really inspired by it. But surprisingly, Sketchbook Revival 2025 has already happened this year, and I didn't really participate yet. But more on that at another time. Here we are putting some watercolor onto this paper. Do I know where I'm going with this yet? Kind of. I started it as a Valentine's project, so I already said let's see where this goes. Um, I don't know. Let's dry this page so I can do some more stuff with it. I don't know. I'm just rambling now. I sometimes like to dry from the back side as well, just because my paper's double thick, because I glued two pieces together. And you can also see that I put some cardstock hanging off because when I collage, it gets messy. Now I am hand tearing out some hearts from magazine pages, and I'm gonna start figuring out what else I'm gonna put on this page. But first, we're gonna add some more background to this because I found a stencil and I kind of wanted to see what would happen if I used it with some watercolor. And I really kind of like it, even though you can't even tell what the stencil is. It just gives a little bit more texture and depth to the background. I should really tell you that I don't know what I'm doing exactly. I'm just messing around at this point because sometimes my best work and my most inspiration comes when I am doing something that I don't know what I'm really doing. Just having fun, making a mess. Sometimes you need to know when to stop, and other times just keep going until you like it. And now I am going to start placing things, and I'm done with the background, I think. I'm adding hearts and pieces of paper, and who even knows at this point. Many years ago, I used to collect stamps to use as a collage thing, and I never did anything with them, and I thought I threw them out in a move, and I recently found a Ziploc baggie of them, so I'm going to try to use them in this project. Not sure if it's going to happen or not at this point, but I'm super stoked that I found them and I can use them in projects now. And I want to discuss a technique I just used a couple seconds ago. I had glued a receipt in with my magazine hearts, and I used the heat gun to bring out because why can't I think of the right words? Anyways, they turn dark with heat. That's how they print, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, I use the heat gun and it kind of changes the color of them on the page. And now we are going to get into some color. These are some scraps from other projects that I did. Sometimes when I get my dip pen out, I'll write a bunch of seemingly random words on a piece of paper, and then later on I can cut them out and put them in places. I like my little create down there at the bottom, but yeah, I got some different kind of hearts placed everywhere. Oh, and here's my favorite. I'm going in with the watercolors and I'm adding it to all the hearts. Most of the hearts are newspaper. Most of the hearts are magazines. Like I said, I really enjoy how the color goes down on that paper. It's also a little neat when a little bit of Mod Podge gets on there on accident and it doesn't color in all the way and it leaves some little spots. And now we're getting to the fun part again, where I start outlining everything and they all start popping out a little bit. And as I'm finishing this up, I just want to put a little sidebar here that says, this is not my normal aesthetic. I am not a hearts and pink person, but for Valentine's Day, sure, why not? And sometimes it's fun doing art when it's not even your subject matter. Like, I can draw my funky flowers all the time, but I, in real life, am not a flower person. I don't like the smell of them. I think that this is divisive, I know. Maybe I shouldn't be talking about this on the internet. Um, but giving your loved ones things that are already dead is kind of weird, but also, why not? You do you, and I'll do me. I'm going to finish this off with some scribbles here and there with white and black and whatever else, some drips and drops and who knows what. But I guess there is no meaning to this video at all. I just wanted to share something that made me happy while I was doing it. So I hope this inspires you to go and make some of your own art. Even if you don't know what you're doing, just sit down and start. Put some color on the paper and start gluing random stuff down. Who knows what you will create? I'm hoping to record another video soon and maybe not take 4 months to edit it and post it, but it might be some more paper bag funky flowers. It may be creating a junk journal of my own. It may be, I don't know, create this book. Or, ooh, you know what I got in the mail? I got Jazz's kit recently, so maybe I'll do that. Ooh, or maybe I'll finish one of Jackie's kits. Who knows? See you next time.